Good morning, good morning, good morning. Those who are still morning, of course, as you all know, I'm currently in the UAE and it is 5:24 p.m. I won't be on here long today. I just wanted to give you all an update. Just going to wait for a few people to come in and join. So just give me a few moments. In 1 minute, I'll actually start. I'm actually going to make it real brief and real quick because I will be going live every day until a change comes. Give me a moment. Have just a few more seconds. Yes. How's everyone doing today? I hope well. Okay, so I'm going to be real brief, less than 5 minutes, because as I told you, I will be going live every day until a change happens. Good morning, everyone. I am Alonda Kusimo, who began to share with you our journey with my husband, visa application, and the whole process with immigration, and just the things that have happened over the last 2 years. Yes, I said 2 years. So I'm going to break this down because I think probably my last video was too long, but I wanted to give you some backstory as well as to bring you current as to what was going on and where we are now. So I'm going to go live every day just to give you snippets about the things that we have encountered, the things that we have gone through. So today's probably going to be emotional because Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett's office heard back from the U.S. Embassy, and they denied our request for expedite. Now, those who are just tuning in today, you know that we're currently in the UAE, Dubai, and my husband's Nigerian. Well, Dubai, UAE has made a decision because of government situations not to allow Nigerians to renew their visas and or come to the UAE. There's a ban, is what it's called. There's a ban on Nigerians coming into the UAE. So my husband's residence visa expires October 24, 2024. What that means is my husband then has to leave UAE. However, our immigration application for him to come to the States is in the UAE. So the expedite request was for them to allow him to go ahead and have an interview before he has to leave the UAE. Once he leaves, he can't come back. So even when they do approve him to have his appointment, he can't come back into the country to actually have the interview. So we're in a catch-22. So Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett's office has been reaching out and going. So we received a letter day before yesterday stating that in the fairness of other people, they have to deny the expedite request. Now, it's not, my husband cannot go back to Nigeria right now. It's not safe. It's not safe for me to visit him in Nigeria. If you know what's going on, then you will understand. If you don't, please Google. You'll find out everything that's going on between sex trafficking, harvesting body parts, everything that it is. So there's nothing else we can do at this point. So we keep talking about immigration. We keep talking about this border. But let me share this with you. And this is my nugget for today. For those, yes, this is election time. Yes, immigration is a huge impact to this country right now. And it is an impact for me. And it is huge when it comes to elections for 2024. I understand it now because I'm living it. Please understand that every day there's over 4 5,000 people at one port of entry that's coming into our country illegally, but we're giving them all the benefits of being legal. What do you mean, Alonda? What I'm saying is when a person crosses that border, and I'll use Canada, comes through the Canada border into New York taxpayers' money pays an individual adult a stipend of $5,000 a month. Plus they get Medicare and they get food stamps. To the average American who's living in America, cannot even get a job that pays them $5,000 a month, that keeps their integrity intact. So yes, I am furious. I am livid because my husband and I have paid over $15,000 going through the application process of him to come to the United States of America. We have been waiting 2 years, a few months for him to have an interview. All the paperwork has been approved. We've met every guideline. We're waiting on an interview that they tell us that the interview possibly cannot come until 2027. Yes, you heard me correct, 2027. And then if he is approved, because in 10 minutes, our life is made at the hands of a person who says, yes, our marriage is not fraud, or yes, our marriage is fraud, and they grant him a visa or not. So for 2 more years, you want us to wait for me to sit in front of, for him to sit in front of someone to say, yes, your marriage is legit, or no, at the mercy of one person, less than 10 minutes. And we've waited for almost 2 years. So yes, I am livid because when my husband is granted a visa, now you heard me just tell you that what the illegals receive. My husband who will come in legally cannot get financial aid, cannot get public assistance, but he can get a job and contribute to the tax base. So I don't know if you know, or we're just sitting in silence and choose not to look at the issue and really understand what's going on with immigration. But I am livid. I am livid because we're doing the things legally. And it's like we're being penalized for doing things legally. When anytime you talk to someone, they'll say, well, suggest that he does things illegally. We're not doing things illegally. So yes, I am livid. My tax dollars, because I still have residence in the United States. I still own a home in the United States. But I'm having to be here because part of the process is that every 3 months, my husband and I have to prove that we're together, we're seen together, we're holding each other together to justify to this person in the U.S. Embassy that our marriage is legitimate. And don't get me wrong, I know that there's fraud out there. I do. I promise you I do. But for me, I am livid because my tax dollars is paying for someone illegally to come in and receive benefits while we're sitting here waiting for me and my husband for him to be granted. And trust me, this fight is not just about me and my husband. It's about the other 438,000 plus people who are waiting for an appointment. 438,000 people that I know that I can put in front of this camera that have been waiting 13 years for an interview, a 10-minute interview, 13 years. So you want to talk about immigration? You want to talk about the border? No, talk about the process. Talk about the process. The process is broken. So yes, for me, it is critical This is why we need elected officials in office who are going to make a difference. And I don't mean make a difference for adding another accolade or another title behind your name, but getting in and doing the work in legislation. So if you don't like the way a person delivers the message, you don't like the way they're saying it, remove the tone and look at the comment. Look at what they're fighting for. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett's office gets it. However, the people that are beyond her office, they don't get it. They don't get it. So yes, I'm livid. Because right now, as of today, there's nothing else that can be done. Her office can't do anything else per the email that we received. And that's the other thing. You can't talk to anybody. We're not allowed to even contact the embassy for 1 year. Who does that? Yet and still illegals come across that border day after day, minute after minute, and they come and we're like, oh, well, they're all just desperate. I'm not saying that they're not, but there are some that are not desperate, but choose not to sit and go through the process that we're going through, and they come across the border illegally, and then they're given legal benefits. So basically, we have people who are illegals. Illegal legals. Yes, that's what Pop Woody used to call them, illegal legals. My tax dollars is paying for someone to come across this border illegally. And I can't even get our system to do what it's supposed to do. If it's a backlog, 438,000 people, why? 438,000 waiting for an interview. Paperwork's cleared. Everything's been done. They've met every criteria. 438,000. And you're telling me that my husband will not possibly have an interview until 2027? Oh, and let me throw this nugget in there for you. The application expires in 2025. So that means we'll have to start all over. So there won't be a 2027. The games that our government is playing with this whole immigration. Yes, it needs to be an immigration reform. One hasn't happened since 1986. What has technology done? So why are we still handling things antiquated? In the fairness of other people? And you understand that he has to leave this country. And when you do decide in 2027 to give him an appointment, he can't even come back into your country for an appointment. So that's all I have for today, y'all. I'm really frustrated. I'm really upset. I don't understand it. And I do know the word of God that says my ways are not his ways and my thoughts are not his thoughts. So I never give up on God working on our behalf. But I also know that faith without works is dead. So I'm going to go live every day. I'm going to share this to every legislator. I'm going to share this to Vice President Harris, because she's over immigration. As the Vice President of the United States of America, she is responsible for immigration. The borders, that's under her jurisdiction. So if you're a legislator, if you're an activist, if you're a tax-paying citizen of the United States of America, please understand that your tax dollars when it comes to immigration is working for the illegals and not those who are wanting to come into our country legally. If you have questions, you can inbox me. You can call me 214-642-1593. Please call me. But I will be here every day until a change comes with my husband's application. So everyone, have a good morning. Have a good day. And I'll always say, smile. You owe it to yourself. No one does it better than you. Bye for now.